Have a dual anti-reverse system here. We have a anti-reverse bearing, and plus we have a dog system. And this dog system works, get closer here, you can see the little teeth inside the gear. That's how that works. There's a little ratchet pin right there. That ratchet pin corresponds with the inside of the gear. And if you look in deeper, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's an anti-reverse bearing. So it has two anti-reverse systems on this. So what we're going to do is get our tweezers, remove the anti-reverse pin. Okay, just like that. Next is that spring. Be very careful removing this spring. It's very small, you can easily lose it. There it is. Okay, that is the, we're going to try removing these bearings so you can wash them out. Okay, that's a slide, I believe. Yeah, it's a slide. Okay. There's the other bearing. We're going to take this bearing out next. So just push it with the tweezers here. Okay, there's the other bearing. I'm not going to remove the anti-reverse bearing, there's no need to. For this, I'm not sure if I can remove that. And for this, we're not going to remove the plastic. Because this, the way you take this apart, there's a C-clip right here, you remove that, and there's a spring behind that. I'm not taking that apart. I believe that is about it for the Seigler. Let me try topping that out. No, that's not coming out, okay. The way to remove that is to get an electric heat gun and gently apply heat to it. You don't want to use a torch because you'll melt the anti-reverse bearing, so just keep that in mind. And just in case this bearing is destroyed or grinding, but I'm going to leave that alone. That's fine. And that is about it for the Seigler. Overall, simplicity is good. We're going to get our pair of verniers here and measure the bearings. So the bearings that do the casting, or the ones that go on the spool here, that's these little guys. The OD in millimeters is, zero that out. So 11 millimeters OD, 5 millimeters ID, height is 5 millimeters height. That's for the spool bearing assembly. That's these ones inside here. So that's the two bearings. I'm going to measure the other bearing. OD is 14 mils OD, 5 mils ID, 5 mils height. Okay, secondary bearing, OD, 11 mils, 5 mils ID, height is 3 mils height. Larger bearing, this is the biggest bearing, OD, that is 21 millimeters OD, and ID is 12 millimeters ID, height is 5 millimeters. This bearing that goes on the outside here, OD is 13 mils, ID is 8 millimeters, height is 4 millimeters. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bearings. I'm going to attempt to measure this one on the OD. I'm just guessing here. Can't really take it out. I'm going to roughly say 19 millimeters on this bearing. I'm not going to take this bearing out. The ID is more likely is 7 mils ID. And the height is, just trying to get a better reading here. I'm going to say 5 mils or 6 mils height on the inside bearing here. This is only a guess. I'm not taking this bearing out. So yeah, that's it. This is a stainless steel shaft. But yeah, that's the Seigler for you. That's it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to wash it, and in the next video I'm going to show you on how to reassemble the reel. For the handle assembly, there is these little flats right there. You just grab that and you got your adjustable, and you can take that apart. There's no need to. It's fine. And for Loctite, we're going to be using a red Loctite for the screw on the handle. This is a stainless steel screw. It has to be Loctited. And we're going to just do a quick open up here, move all the stuff out of the way here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is remove this. So these little flats, you can see that little pins, that corresponds with that. That's how they get the orientation of that. Rotate around. We have a plastic washer. Remove it very carefully. Just like that. Rotate around. Pins. There's the pins again. This is the, I'm not sure I can remove that, which I am not. This is the pin that corresponds with the bridge, the little dimples on there, that little pin that corresponds with that. I'm not taking that apart. Other than that, that is the Seigler. Stay tuned for the next part 2 of this video. Thank you, bye.